Hello, my name is Ashleigh Chevalier. I'm excited to play the Her Roots concert series Sunday, December 27th at IOTA Club Cafe in Arlington. Thank you, Lauren Cowell, for putting on such a great series, and thank you for asking me these questions. The first question that was asked is, your vocal and guitar style are both very dynamic. How did you develop such a complementary relationship? I've been singing since I was 6, I've been playing guitar since I was 11 or 12, and I've been writing songs since I picked up the guitar. I did a lot of competing classically through high school, and I sang classically through college, and there have been a lot of different musical influences that have gone into my style of playing and performing. I'm pretty rock influenced when it comes to writing. I also broke my hands when I was 23, and that really affected my playing as far as how I approach the guitar. I can play fine, it's not that, but it definitely has affected like my patterning and my tones. I would just say that singing so many different styles of music and then songwriting and then just natural things of life have affected how I play, and then also just performing out live and solo. I always wanted to bring a little bit more of a rhythm and a percussive element that Lauren mentioned to me into my playing. That was on purpose because when you're playing by yourself with just an instrument, you want to keep it as dynamic as possible and be creative for your listeners, and that was a choice. And just experiment with the different sounds you can get from an instrument. Seeing Charlie Hunter play with his 2 bass strings on the top of his guitar also affected like my playing approach. Not that I play with like that, because I don't. That's not. I consider myself a rhythm and accompaniment player, but with the idea of really making sure that you have your roots and your rhythms in your performance style. The second question is, what is the most valuable lesson that you have learned from being a booking agent, and how has it affected your indie music career? I'm not an agent. Every musician that's independent who wants to get work as a musician has to book themselves to start. You end up working with agents in the process, and then depending on how you do the work, you can fall into the opportunity of either producing a show like Lauren does, or like I do, or a lot of other musicians across. What fuels the fire for me is just feeling the passion that other musicians and venue owners have, and what listeners want to hear. Your radio station doesn't necessarily bring you the music, and musicians have a passion for what they're doing, and venue owners do too. There's a lot of time that's put into all of that, and I just really appreciate the opportunity to fuel both fires and dreams. I don't believe that any gifts that we have are meant just for ourselves, be it the talent, the musical talent or gift that you have, or just the opportunity to play somewhere. All of those are blessings, and I really do look at them as opportunities to be shared if possible. The third question is about my daughter, and it is, Ellie is such a cutie. How do you balance work life as a mother and being a full-time musician? I think it's a struggle every working parent has. You have to manage your time efficiently and be disciplined about the time that you're spending and where you're spending it, so that your children are getting the time that they need, because they're your first priority. Ellie is my first priority. There's no doubt about that. But work is how I provide for her. So I have to work, and I have to get my job done. So I don't think it's any different from whether you're a firefighter or a doctor or a lawyer. It's just the time that you spend and how you choose it. I'm very disciplined, or I struggle to be very disciplined about my routine, making sure I take the appropriate time off, and also making sure that when she's not with me, she's with family and people who care about her, and also setting the example that pursuing your passion is okay, and you don't have to follow whatever cookie cutter pattern that you might think is socially required. If that's the path you do choose, there's absolutely no problem with that. But following an art career is perhaps a little bit more of an eccentric lifestyle, but there's nothing wrong with that. And also, when you believe in yourself, you give your children an example to believe in themselves too. And especially as a female, I think that's really important, because well, that's a whole nother conversation. But all those things are very important to me. And Ellie like I said, is my first priority. Music is my passion, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity to make my living music and entertainment involved. Booking is a part of that. But like I said, I consider myself more of a broker than an agent. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for coming to the show on Sunday, December 27th at IOTA Club Cafe in Arlington. Sienna, Carly, and Lado will be performing as well, and I'm really excited to enjoy a wonderful Sunday afternoon of music right after the holiday. Hope to see you there.